Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. New Team of the Week content is out. Let's check it out. Now, this week's Team of the Week is a 96 overall in Double Kung Su. Who all goes in this set? We got a DeMarcus Lawrence, Danielle Herron, Daryl Smith, Terrence Williams, Charles Johnson, and a collectible, of course. Here is DeMarcus Lawrence, 85 overall. This is the guy that picked up the fumble, tried to run it back, then fumbled again. This is that guy. 85 overall, 6'2", 85 speed, 85 block shot, 90 power move, 84 tackle, 93 excel. In last night's game, 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 QB hits, and the game-winning strip sack and fumble recovery. All right, DeMarcus Lawrence, 85 overall, not too bad. Here is Daniel Herron, 85 overall. This dude was beasting. The only problem with this guy is he had 2 fumbles, but when he was a fumble, this dude was gashing that Bengals defense. 5'10", 90 speed, 90 carry, 90 trucking, 92 excel, 80 ball carrier vision. Stats aren't that great, man. I thought his speed could have been better. I know he isn't the biggest guy, so I didn't expect his trucking to be too good, but I think he might be maybe a little bit too slow. Maybe 92 speed makes more sense. But wild card, 22 touches for 141 total yards and 1 TD along with 2 fumbles. Pretty cool. Here's Daryl Smith, a defensive player, 86 overall middle linebacker, 6'2", 86 speed, 90 tackle, 90 play break, 88 pursuit, 78 zone, 81 block shed. Wild card, 10 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. Oh, he was forcing fumbles. I didn't catch all of this game, so let me check his stats out. 90 tackle, 77 jump. His catching wasn't that great. He's a middle linebacker. Can he lay the boom? 90 hit power. Okay, he's an okay good linebacker. Stats aren't too crazy, but it's all right. Next up, we got Terrence Williams, T-Willie, 89 overall. 6'2", 94 speed, 95 spectacular catch, 93 catch in traffic, 91 release, 93 catch. Wild card, 3 receptions for 92 yards and 2 TDs, including the go-ahead 8-yard TD catch with 2:32 left. 89 overall. Okay, 6'2", kind of a big target. Nice speed, spectacular catch. Elusiveness not that great, nor route running, but okay card, okay card. And lastly, Charles Johnson. Let me see if any of him are on the block. And no, Charles Johnson was beasting too. This guy had like 2 back-to-back sacks in that beatdown over the Cardinals. Man, the Cardinals, I think if they had a solid quarterback, they could have competed that game, but they were playing with what, 3rd or 4th string QB, so that was pretty unfortunate for them. But yeah, new Team of the Weeks. This is the set. Who all you need 2 elites this week. No offense and defensive set. Just 1 set for Sue with a few offensive and defensive players mixed in. I don't even know where to start. I guess we can start with the pass interference call that was picked up off the field. Now with that play, I've watched it back over a few times. When I first saw it, I thought it was pass interference because he was face guarding, but that isn't a thing in the NFL. That's only a thing in college. So take that away. I didn't see any pass interference. If you watch that play back, he grabs his jersey a little bit within the 5-yard line, and you can do that within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. And then after that, you see the receiver actually push him in the face a little bit and get a little face mask on him. So I think that's why they picked that flag up. I don't think it was rigged or anything crazy like that. And I said this before, I'll say it again, and in the playoffs, you gotta control your own destiny. If you want to win the game, win the game. Don't leave it up to the refs to make one call and change the outcome of the game. And even then, one call doesn't change the outcome of the game. The Lions still had a chance to go for it on 4th and 1. They punted. The Lions still had a chance to stop the Cowboys from driving down the field. Guess what? They did it. So I don't think you can just attribute the entire game to one call. That's like complaining about a bad grade and saying your teacher failed you. Is it really your teacher's fault, or is it your fault that you didn't put in the work to get a better grade? So I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. And then it's not like the Cowboys didn't have calls that didn't go their way. So enough of that. I'm past that. To me, that call wasn't as mind-boggling as some people think. Now, overall, I think the real reason why the Lions lost is because they played too conservative in the second half. Once again, they had 4th and 1, and they decided to punt and had a terrible punt. And then when the Cowboys were driving back down the field, they didn't even blitz. They played really conservative. They only sent for it. They dropped people in the coverage, and that didn't even work out. Like, if they would have blitzed, they probably would have messed that O-line up again. Probably would have got some more pressure in the backfield, but they didn't blitz. Once again, played it really conservative. Megatron was in man coverage against Brandon Carr a lot of times in short down yardage situations. Once again, they didn't even try Megatron deep this entire game. He had a few catches towards the sideline, but they didn't even give him a chance to catch any deep balls, you know? Now, vice versa, they didn't really have too many chances or any crazy numbers this game, but to me as a Cowboys fan, when I saw Brandon Carr, who isn't the greatest cornerback of all time, manned up against Megatron, I thought they would expose that. And they really didn't. Once again, they played a really conservative second half. They only put up 3 points. To be honest, I think Matthew Stafford might have lost a little confidence. He threw that pick to start the second half, and then even right before the first half was over, he almost threw a pick to Bruce Carter. So maybe that's why they went so conservative. I don't know, but to me, the Lions, they lost because they went too conservative. And as a Cowboys fan, I've seen the Cowboys do this time and time again. Get a lead, then just play it too conservative, and in the end, they lose a very close game. And I think, honestly, that's what happened to the Lions. But once again, GG to them. They got a good team. They got a nice core. They got probably the best defense in the NFL. They'll be all right next year. Probably be right back in the playoffs again. So the Lions fans, y'all don't have nothing to worry about. Y'all are good. Now, quickly moving on to the Packers. First and foremost, the Cowboys aren't going to Green Bay to get thrashed. Like, they're going to compete. The Cowboys, I think, what, 8-0 on the road. The Packers at 8-0 at home. Should be a great game, man. Against the Packers, though, I think the most important thing for us is to get that pass game going. If we can get the pass game going, we might be in business. But if we can't air it out against them, those linebackers, Julius Peppers, Clay Matthews, they're going to start creeping towards that line of scrimmage. They're going to start blitzing, bringing pressure, and it might get ugly. So I think the passing game is going to be the most important part of this game versus the Packers. And the Packers, they got some playmakers in that secondary. Tremont Williams, Casey Hayward, Clinton Dix, Kevin Burnett. They got some playmakers out there. So that should be a very good matchup between the Cowboys wide receiver core and their secondary. And once again, if we get the passing game going, that should open up the run game, and we should be able to run on them all day. But if the passing game isn't going, it's going to be hard to run because they're going to be blitzing. So hopefully this week coming up, man, the passing game can get going and we can get another win and, you know, keep on moving through the playoffs. But even if we lose, I doubt it will be a blowout, man, to be honest. This Cowboys team just isn't going to roll over and be like, thanks for having us. No, we're going to go out there, we're going to compete, do our best. And once again, it should be another great game against the Packers, and I think a very winnable game now. Will I put 1,000,000 coins on it? Ooh, I don't know, man. Maybe as the week progresses and I break the game down a little bit more and read up on it, I might be able to put a milli on this one. But right now, we're gonna hold off on the milli bet, hold off on the milli wager, and we're just gonna sit back and, you know, read up on the game. But yeah, those are my thoughts on next week's game. Those are my thoughts on the Lions game. And once again, GG to the Lions. Played a great game. It was a good matchup. This is my last pack. Quickly, let me see if a Sue is on the auction block. Let me see if I can do that. And all right, yeah, no Team of the Week Sues are up, but yeah, that is the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. And once again, GG to the Lions win, GG to the players, GG to the organization. Played a good game. But yeah, there you have it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.